What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some breaking news to share with you today. Depending on what side you are on, you may enjoy this information. There was some classified documents that was found at one of President Biden's private offices from when he was the vice president under President Obama. This new information was just released on Monday, and all of Donald Trump's allies are wondering if the FBI is going to raid Biden's home or even raid the White House. I have the details surrounding this breaking news information. Now, also, I have important information that the IRS has just announced that they are sending out $1,232 payments to millions of Americans. I've got the details to share with you as well. But before we get started, you guys already know what to do. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off, did you know about there is a new variant of COVID-19 that is out right now? And yes, guys, this particular new variant is called the XBB.1.5. I'm not necessarily sure how they come up with these names, but anyways, guys, this new variant, they're saying that it is the most transmissible thus far, and it actually could fuel another COVID wave. Guys, we can't have another wave, guys. We cannot have anything else. We have enough going on right now, guys. But anyways, it says right here that 3 years after the novel coronavirus emerged, a new variant called the XBB.1.5 is quickly becoming the dominant strain in parts of the United States because of a potent mix of mutations that makes it easier to spread more broadly, including among those who have been previously infected or are actually vaccinated. Yes, guys, this particular new variant has been pegged by the World Health Organization as the most transmissible descendant yet of the Omicron variant, which rose from barely 2% of the United States cases at the start of December to more than 27% the first week of January, according to some new estimates by the Centers of Disease, or better known as the CDC. Now, again, they're saying that more than 70% of cases in the Northeast are believed to be the new variant, the XBB.1.5. While there is no evidence thus far that the new variant is more virulent than its predecessors, a recent swirl of information or misinformation that is linking the rise of the new variants to vaccinations has cast a spotlight on the latest strain and raised some concerns among some health experts that it could further limit a booster update. So again, guys, yes, I know you're just like me. You thought this thing was over or almost over, and here we are getting more news from this guy on YouTube telling us that there is a new variant that is out and particularly could be the worst thus far. Although we are not there yet, but they are saying that it could be because this perceives as being very transmissible. But anyways, guys, I at least wanted to give that information to you. And like I said, this particular new COVID-19 variant is sweeping mostly in the northeastern areas. And yes, guys, this could be a huge concern moving forward, especially after China just opened up, in which we already know that they were dealing with a huge COVID-19 wave as well. So with them potentially traveling to the United States or some U.S. person traveling to China, guys, we could be on the verge of going through another COVID outbreak in the year of 2023. I hope not, guys. I surely hope not. Keep your fingers crossed with me. But anyways, guys, also in regards to COVID-19, did you know exactly how many people have actually died from this? The numbers are remarkable, guys. And look at these particular numbers right here. This is on the worldometers.info website, in which they track this information. But as you can see right here, guys, total of 669 million coronavirus cases have actually been reported. 6.7 million deaths have been reported, and 640 million people have actually recovered from COVID-19. Guys, these numbers are very startling. I mean, yes, we know the cases have been affecting a lot of people out there, but we do know that a lot of people have not necessarily had any severe symptoms from being tested positive from coronavirus. But that is not necessarily most important, guys. We are looking at the deaths. 6.7 million people have died, according to the reports, from coronavirus, COVID-19. Guys, that is a lot of people, guys. That is insane. I mean, come on, guys. We already have a low expectation of the amount of years that Americans can actually live. But to see that coronavirus, COVID-19 have actually fast forward that step in wiping 6.7 million people out of this country, that is insane, guys. And speaking of life expectancy, guys, we do have a latest report in regards to how long people are actually going to be living. Yes, guys, we have right here, this particular report is talking about the states with the longest life expectancy. And yes, guys, you might be surprised, but Hawaii residents have the longest life expectancy in the United States. And yes, guys, as you can see right here, people in Hawaii, Washington, and Minnesota have the longest life expectancy in the country, according to a new study. Yes, guys, this information was released this past Thursday and found that Hawaii was the longest life expectancy of all 50 states at 80.7 years old in the year of 2020, by the way. Now, that number is about 4 years higher than the national average, which dropped for a second year in a row in 2021, down to 76.4 years old, according to the recent data by the CDC. Now, again, the CDC data shows that the difference between life expectancy among men and women has also widened. Now, men in the United States have an average life expectancy of around 73 and a half years old, while women can expect to live until the age of 79.3 years old. But anyways, guys, like I said, COVID-19 knocked down 6.7 million people. But yes, guys, I just can't get over that number, guys. But I at least wanted to share that information with you just so you can kind of get an idea of just how powerful COVID-19 was. Now, it will also depend on whether or not you actually believe in COVID-19, because I know a lot of people do not, which that is your prerogative. But anyways, guys, this is just the latest information that we have coming directly from the CDC, as well as a new study reporting on the life expectancy. But anyways, guys, moving on, we do have some more dire information in regards to this particular recession continuing to roll on as planned. And now we have a new company that has just announced on Monday that they will be making layoffs sometime this week. Yes, guys, you all remember them, Goldman Sachs. Yes, guys, they are saying that they are going to be cutting around 3,200 jobs this week. After a recent cost review that they did within the company, they found out that they need to cut some weight. And yes, guys, we heard from managers across the firm, and they are expecting that these particular job cuts should start sometime in the middle of this week. It also said that Solomon has said that the firm is preparing to weather the headwinds. Yes, guys, we all know that we are pretty much almost to a recession, or entering into a recession, or already in a recession, whichever one you follow. But this particular recession news and this information is causing a lot of companies to go ahead and start laying people off. We know that prior to the pandemic, a lot of companies were pretty heavy in employees, to make sure that they get the work done. But that was also in reference to the amount of money that these companies were actually producing. And now that spending has been cut down by more than 50%, prices, or because of inflation, have been going up. A lot of companies are not making as much money as they have been, in which guys, companies are having to lay off people. Now, again, like I said, Goldman Sachs is going to be laying off 3,200 positions this week alone, with the bank leaderships going deeper than their rivals to shed some of their weight down. But anyways, guys, this particular firm is expected to start the process sometime in the middle of this week, which a total number affected won't exceed 3,200 people. But again, 3,200 people is a lot of people to be laying off this week alone. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to give that information to you, and hopefully you don't work at Goldman Sachs. But then again, you probably won't be watching this channel. But moving on, guys, hey, we do have some breaking news that I want to share with you. And that is because there have been some new important information that was just released on Monday, and that is we have some classified documents that was found at President Joe Biden's, one of his other offices. Yes, guys, this is some breaking news. And of course, we recently saw this same type of news falling from the former President Donald Trump, in which he was hoarding a lot of classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate as well. But now President Biden may be under a little bit of water right now, guys. It says right here that classified documents from Biden's VP days. Yes, guys, they're referring to when President Joe Biden or Vice President Biden was in office under President Obama. Yes, guys, during those particular days, I guess Biden kept some classified documents at one of his offices, and those documents have recently been found. Yes, guys, this was one of Biden's private offices. And yes, guys, it says that President Biden's special counsel confirmed on Monday that classified documents from his time as vice president were discovered in a private office space and turned over to the National Archives back in November. Like I said, this information just broke yesterday, but the information actually happened back in November. Now, the documents were found while Biden's personal attorneys were packing his files. They saying that these particular files were actually locked in a closet at his Penn Biden Center, which Biden periodically used from the middle of 2017 until the start of his 2020 campaign, according to the special counsel. But again, guys, they're saying that on the day of this discovery, November the 2nd, 2022, the White House counsel's office notified the National Archives. The archives took possession of the materials the following morning. Now, again, guys, I know what you're saying. Is President Biden going to get raided? Is the White House going to be raided? Is his personal home going to be raided? Well, slow down just a little bit, guys, because like I just read to you, they're saying that this information was discovered. So it was self-noted. Guys, you have to pay attention to this, guys. But anyways, they're saying that they found the documents on November the 2nd, and the next day they called the National Archives, and the National Archives came and picked the documents up. So again, guys, yes, President Biden did withhold this information and did not return it. Now, this is a little bit different from the former President Donald Trump, because President Trump, he had those documents at Mar-a-Lago. The National Archives had requested multiple times for Trump to return those documents. Trump never returned those documents. This is totally different from President Biden's situation. Again, guys, like I said, this is totally different. So a lot of people, especially Trump allies, are calling on this information. They're saying that Biden needs to have the same treatment that Trump had just last year, guys. But again, this information is a little bit different. And yes, guys, the DOJ is actually looking into this information because they want to know what type of ill will was actually performed from the Vice President Biden during his particular time. But anyways, guys, this is developing information. This is breaking information that just broke on Monday, and I just wanted to bring it to you. We will probably find out more information sometime throughout this particular week. But again, I just wanted to clear that up because there are differences between the Trump situation with these particular documents and the Biden situation with these particular documents as well. They are totally different, guys. But anyways, let me know what you think about this. If you have any type of comments that you want to talk to me about, hey, comment down below and let me know, guys. I'm curious to see how you feel about this. And then last but not least, guys, we do have some breaking news, some other good information right here, because we do have information in regards to the IRS, and they have just announced that they are going to be sending some average payments of around $1,232 payments to millions of Americans. And yes, guys, I have the details right here. It says that this past Friday, this is breaking news again, guys, this past Friday on January the 6th, the IRS announced that it was sending out $14.8 billion in refunds. Yes, this money is being distributed as a result of the American Rescue Act that was signed under President Biden. The COVID-19 relief bill entitled people to refunds due to a change in some important rules. Now, again, the American Rescue Plan Act provided $1,400 stimulus checks to most eligible adults and dependents, but it did much more than that. In fact, some provisions of the American Rescue Plan Act are continuing to pay off for taxpayers even as of today. But again, like I said on Friday, the IRS announced that it would be sending around $12 million tax refunds to Americans. Now, these payments will go to individuals who are eligible to get an extra money back due to the American Rescue Plan Act. These funds total around $14.8 billion, and the average amount eligible individuals will receive is $1,232, or also known as $1,232, depending on how you read your math numbers. But anyways, guys, this is exactly why the IRS is distributing this money, along with some details about who may be eligible for a payment in their bank accounts. Now, the biggest question is, who is eligible for this money? Well, they're saying that anyone who paid taxes on all of their unemployment compensation earned in 2020 could potentially be entitled to money back from the IRS after this particular review. The IRS also indicated that it made corrections to the tax returns for other issues relating to the Earned Income Tax Credit, other COVID-19 stimulus checks, or the American Opportunity Tax Credit. The IRS also found that most of these issues and is processing refunds automatically, but it also said that in its news release that taxpayers entitled to the funds who didn't have their returns corrected will need to file an amended 2020 return to get their money. Now, this can be done with an online filing software, or it should be done as soon as possible to avoid leaving funds on the table. So again, guys, hey, you could be eligible depending on your tax situation and how you filed your taxes previously. But so yes, guys, this is the latest information from the IRS, and they have $14 billion and they want to send it back to taxpayers. Now, again, guys, I know I didn't read over all of the article, but I will include this particular link to this article down below in the description so that you can read it out for yourself, so that you can read it a little bit slower, because I know I was going a little bit fast, so no worries there. You can check that link out down below. But anyways, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below, because they offer a great way for you to be able to support this channel, as well as other opportunities for you to make some free money or some free cash, as well as how you can get the Amazon Prime membership for free for 30 days, as well as if you have a student in your household, you can actually get it for 6 months for free. But anyways, guys, also don't forget about the promotion with Webull, where they are giving you 12 free stocks for free after you deposit a minimum of like $1. Everybody has $1, right? But anyways, if you are interested in any of those, as well as some other opportunities, check out the links down below in the description. I would appreciate it. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.